Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a video today. It's one of my rides, one from Mickle Trafford to Ellesmere Port. I'm going to show you how I edit it and how it gets published. Now I'm using something called Snagit to do the recording, so that this will, from what I can see, it is much better quality than one of the other ones I was using, and I'm sort of experimenting with it because I got a 15-day free trial with it. So we'll start then by transferring the files and plug the USB lead in. There, the drift card appears. New device detected. Yeah, okay, bye. Now, the video I'm looking for is the last one I recorded on this yesterday. That looks like quite a short video. That one looks like quite a long one, and that's 16:39, so it's about when I finish my shift, so let's go and have a look at it. Yeah, that's the video that I want. Now, I should really take that second one as well, because that'll be the last part of it, but I'm only going to do a short section, so I don't need that. Let's transfer it. Where's my Frodsham? There it is. Call it part 2. And then these are the files from me Ghost HD. It'll take a little while for it all to transfer over. Don't know how long exactly, you should tell me shortly. 3 minutes, that's fine, I can wait for that. Now, I don't know what movie editors either you're using or you're thinking of using. And I use Magix. I got the 2019 version. Costs about £50, and you get support I think for about a year or 2 years with any updates. As I say, I'm using Snagit at the moment to capture the screen. The reason I like it, compared with one of the others that I was using, you get a much sharper take on the text on the screen, on the menus and everything. They all seem to work way better with Snagit. The other thing it does is when you actually save your file, it saves it as an MP4 automatically. The other one I was using, or did try, you have to save the file, and then when you've done that you have to convert it to an MP4. It's just an extra step really. Okay, so that's the footage from the HD, done. And the next one I need to do is the Ghost S. I'll just make the folder for it now. So I'll just disconnect the HD. And I'll connect up the Ghost S. Right, let's go and get the footage for that one. Now, again, that looks like a short video. It's the 13th, that's at 16:38, and that's a decent length, so that's going to be the one I want, I think. Let's just check it. Yeah, that's what I want. I don't need the rest of it because the section of video I want is just short. Let's see how long this one's going to take. About 4 minutes. Okay, so that's the files from the Drift Ghost S transferred. And that's the first part of all the video editing, is to get the video files into the right place for you to start sort of adding them all together and combining them and cutting them all up into the sections that you want. Okay, the next step is to get the files into Magix. So let's get Magic up and running. It can take a couple of minutes. Okay, so we're going to start a new project. This PC, videos, Frodsham, part 2. It will automatically name it for you as part 2, which is the folder name. This is your Magix window. This is videos that you're going to transfer in. Now I don't know where those have come from yet, it could be on a different part of the disk. So if I go to videos, the first thing I want to put in is the intro that I always use. So we drop that in. And then the next thing I want to do is go to my Frodsham folder. There we are. Part 2, Ghost HD, and then drop it in. Now, it starts to take up all the space now, so we just stretch this out so as you can see where it is. And then we go for Ghost S. We drop that in the same place. Grab them both and move them over and up, because that's where they need to be basically. It doesn't matter roughly where you put them at the moment, because you can move them about a bit later on. And then we'll save that. And that then is all the files I'm going to be using in terms of the video editing. I might add music a little bit later on, but at the moment I'm not sure that I want to do that. I might listen to the bike noises later and see how I feel about that. Music I can get, I'll show you when I add that a little bit later on if I choose to do so. Okay, so the next step is to line up the two videos. Now you can do it with sound, so for example you can clap with both videos running and you'll pick a spot and then go and find it later, or you can do it with visuals. Now I often prefer visuals because if I'm scrolling through here I can see a point where I think I can use it as a thing to line up on. So for example, this is coming to a roundabout and I'm just leaving the roundabout. I see a shadow. Let's get that shadow back. There it is. The shadow's about to disappear. And it disappears about in line with the lamppost. There. So if I cut this, so I've now got a position there on the lamp post. Switch that one off and come and look at the next one. There's the roundabout again. The shadow won't disappear so quick with this one, but there is a post. If I cut, first thing I want to do is just go and make sure it looks the same on the other. Yeah, it's the same signpost. So, if I now attach those two, move them so as they line up, and that should be about right. There you go. Now that everything's lined up, what I need to do now is get rid of the stuff that I don't want. I only really want one section of road, so I just need to go and find it. It'll be about here somewhere. So you remember that car? There we go, that's the car that turns into the road that I wanted, and I followed it. Let's give myself a little bit of space, split that, and then remove it. And then I want to at the other end where I stop, far end of the lane, because it's just a single continuous lane, this one. Almost there. Just zoom in a bit. There we go, that's the end of the lane. Give us a little bit so as I can put a fade out. Do fade out about here. So let's cut that. And then get rid of the rest. And move this up. Just make sure there's no video left behind, which there isn't. Now, I really only ever keep the video from the front camera, which is the top row of video, but I don't usually keep the sound from it. Bottom line of video is from my helmet camera, which I normally get rid of, but I want the sound from it. So what I do is unlink it. That's the sound file along the bottom. Then I delete the video. And for the top one, I unlink it as well. So the middle line there now is the sound, and I delete that. So now what I've got is a video file and a sound file. Just put them back underneath and then I'll lock them together. So now I can never get to a point where the sound and the video are out of line. The next step is I put a title in. So I go to my templates. I like movement basic, and I like this one, bounce in. So move this to where I want it, and then drag it down. Let's try that again. Okay, it's added it the second time. Now, I want to change the text. I actually got this under the Frodsham folder, but thinking on it, it's just because I was on a ride through Frodsham and around that area at the time. So it's really actually Ellesmere Port. Could potentially be under Chester, because it's actually kind of quite close to Chester, but I used to ride these roads a lot when I lived in Ellesmere Port, so I'm going to stick with that. And then just press play to make sure it's working. There we go, I'm happy with that. So now I just need to close up all the gaps. I did used to use one with a blue background and fancier text, but I found it was all a bit indistinct, so I've kind of changed over to just doing this. Get the video, pull it over. So what I've got now is my standard introduction that I've got set up on YouTube, or set up for YouTube. I've got my title, and I've got the video, and I've got the sound. What I need to do now is just go and put a title in for that road. So let's go and just check it on a map. So the road I was following went from Mickle Trafford over here, and this is the lane I was on. This is where the car came and turned around here. This is the direction I came from and turned to go up here. So I want to put a title in called Picton Lane, and Picton Lane runs all the way to here, which is in Bunbury, or Stoke as I used to call it. It's the Bunbury Arms, and then it becomes Little Stanley Lane. So Picton Lane is what I want first. So I go to the video, just move it on a little bit. As I turn down into it, that's Picton Lane, so let's put a title in for that. I like this particular template for that. Just drag it and drop it. There we go, and then you change the wording. Just play it. Yeah, that's fine. Save it so I don't lose it. And I need to find the other one near the Bunbury Arms, so I can change it to Little Stanley. Here we are. Let's go and check exactly where that changes. So by the time I see the Bunbury Arms, it's already changed. So need to find where the bunbury arms are. Let's zoom in on this one so I can get it exactly right, because the bunbury arms are just round that corner. There it is. That's the bunbury arms. Let's go back to the templates. Drop this in. And then the name of that road is Little Stanley Lane. Let's play. Yeah, that's what I want. Let's save that again. And now there's the fade out at the end that I want. Highlight it. Go for this little bar and drag it, and do the same for the sound. Let's just make sure that that is where I want it to be. There we go. Fade it out quick enough. And we want to fade in at the beginning, and just drag it. Do the same with the sound, and bring it back, and then play it. That didn't seem to fade in at all, did it? Let's save that and then move it back. Ah, see, it's closing it up on me. Doesn't normally do that, I have to admit. So let's press play again. That's better. So we'll save that. Now, as far as editing the video is concerned, that's everything done. What I need to do now is play it with the sound going through my headset so I can check that it's done it right. So I'll do that and then I'll come back. Okay, so I've watched that through and I was happy with it. I'm not going to add any music to it because the engine noise and my talking are about right. There's nothing there that I need to sort of spice up a little bit, if you want to call it that, with music. So this is now ready to upload. So to do that, I just click you need to wait while it gets itself sorted out, and then you pick YouTube, and then you put all of your stuff in. I'm going to stick to this one, is Ellesmere Port part 1. ZZR 1200. It's a Drift Ghost HD that I was using. Let's put in Ellesmere port. And Picton and Little Stanny. Hopefully that will help people to find it. Let's put it in as cars and vehicles and private. The reason I set it at private is so as I can upload it and then watch it as you would see it on YouTube, so I know it's working the way that it's supposed to be. A brief description. And that will start uploading. Now, along the bottom you'll see mixing down. There's no telling how long this is going to take. It could be here for a very, very long time while we're waiting for this to do everything it's supposed to do. So what I'm going to do is just switch off the sound for the moment and then leave this to go and do what it needs to do. Okay. So when it pops up on screen like this, it means it's all uploaded. And the first thing that I would want to do is to get this attached to Paul's account. Because although I do quite a lot of short rides of my own, I do an awful lot with Paul on trips. We're both riding together. So I go to his home page, copy and paste the link, and then come in here and just add in and a link to our Facebook page. So with all of that, let's save the changes. That now is the video ready. What I want to do now is just watch it on the TV. So bear with me while I get the TV turned on. And then let's get the video ready to play. And you'll see that one you'll already see, that's already live. This one is one I haven't set live yet. And this is the one I've just been doing today. So let's cast the screen first. play it. Okay, so I've watched that right the way through on the TV and I'm happy with it. So that's a video now that's ready to go live. It's not going to go live for a couple of days after today. Today is, well, where are we? Today is the 15th. So it's probably going to go live a little bit later in the week. I've got another video that's waiting to go live, which I'll also do a little bit sooner, probably tonight. But that's it, that's all done. That's all it takes to make a video and upload it.